So today I want to talk about the top 3 things that you can do to save yourself money real estate investing. So let's get right into the video. Now, first things first, I want to start this off by saying your goal is to eventually not have to do things yourself and focus on the business of finding deals and getting deals. But when you're first starting out and you're strapped for money, it can make sense to do things yourself. And these are things that are easy. I'll add a little bit more difficult one in there, but these are things that pretty much anyone can do if you're willing to just put in that sweat equity and get after it. So let's get right into it. Number 1, and the top one that probably comes to people's minds, painting. Painting is something that anyone can do, and I'm not bashing on the painters out there, okay? There are great painters and they're probably going to do a better job than you. But if you take your time, you look up YouTube videos and educate yourself, learn how to tape things off properly, learn how to protect your floor so you don't get paint all over the place, learn that you cut in edges and then follow up with a roller, learn to use an 18-inch roller to knock out the job faster, learn how to use a paint sprayer. These are all things that you can do, and they're not dangerous things like electrical or plumbing that you could do to save a lot of money. I mean, a painter can cost a few $100 a room to, I've been quoted for like a 2-bedroom, just the interior, a few $1,000s. So getting in there on a couple of days and knocking it out with some friends and family maybe can really save you early on. So the number 2 thing I want to say to do yourself to save money is going to be door hardware and general hardware and hinges. And so this is something that a handyman could come in and charge you maybe $20 or 15, I've seen 15 to 20 bucks per door handle, door hinge to change it out. And when you add all that up, that starts costing a lot of money. And again, early on, maybe you want to save that money, maybe you have some extra time, maybe you don't, but go through and learn how to change out some door handles and make sure they work properly. At least give it a shot. So that's a great way to save yourself a few $100s. Cabinet hardware, drawer hardware, anything like that. So the final thing that I'm going to say is something that you can do it yourself. It's a little bit more difficult, would be flooring. So specifically luxury vinyl plank. Luxury vinyl plank is a great thing to put in your properties to keep them tenant proof, and it's something that you can learn how to do pretty easily, especially if you're starting out small and don't have a large space to take care of, and you can save yourself a lot of money in labor. It's not that difficult. Look up YouTube videos. A lot of people do this themselves. So the final thing that I actually want to say as a DIY thing, but this is a little bit more on the risky side, is light fixtures and potentially power outlets. Now, light fixtures is going to be a little bit easier, but again, I'm not telling you to do this. Always look into hiring an electrician, but typically light fixtures are pretty easy to put in yourself if you follow the instructions and wire it properly. Black with black, white with white, green with bare, so pretty simple, but you have to make sure it's wired properly. As far as outlets go, that is a little bit more complicated, but it's not that bad, and you can look up a lot of YouTube videos on that and save yourself a lot of money per outlet or per light fixture doing that. Now, if this is something you're not comfortable with doing, then definitely hire this out. But you can even buy little things that you plug in to check if the wiring was done correctly. But again, you want to make sure you're doing this right. You want to make sure you're stripping the wiring correctly and not breaking wiring and still attaching it. So if this is not something that you're 100% comfortable with, don't do it. Stick to the other things to save yourself money. Simple things, easy things that pretty much anyone can do or anyone can try out. So I hope y'all liked this video. I hope it was helpful. A fellow real estate investor, a fellow want to DIYer, and so you know, I know how it feels getting your first property, and I know what it feels like to maybe not have the money to do these things and want to try and do it yourself. And I'm here to say that you can try it yourself, and I would give it a go before I hire it out. But anyways, if y'all like the video, please like the video, comment, subscribe. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking out the content. Thanks for watching.